The harsh truth about money, the power of strategic giving, and saying the right thing. 3 short stories that carry life-changing lessons about money, relationships, and communication. If you're stuck, overwhelmed, or looking for a new direction, this video is for you. Sometimes, it's not about doing more, it's about doing things differently. Story 1. The hidden truth about wealth the rich keep to themselves. Let me tell you a truth about money that might shake you to your core. If hard work alone made people rich, why are farmers still struggling? Why do factory workers wake up early, stay up late, and still live paycheck to paycheck? If persistence guarantees success, then beggars would be millionaires by now. The truth is, money doesn't come from effort alone. It comes in waves of opportunity, sometimes catching just one wave at the right time can set you up for life. On the flip side, working a 9-to-5 job can be one of the riskiest things you do. You might earn $3,000 a month and think you're on your way to building wealth. But here's the reality. That monthly paycheck only gives you a 50/50th chance. The other 50% depends on how life hits you. Unexpected expenses, layoffs, illness, one serious setback and that salary disappears. You get sick for 3 months, no income. No fallback. A salary is like the bait corporations use to keep you from starving, but never enough to truly thrive. The harshest truth, most people spend their entire lives walking the wrong path, believing that working harder is the answer. There are countless ways to make money in this world, but if all you know is working for someone else, you're playing the game with one hand tied behind your back. If you're drowning in debt, stuck in a dead-end job, or facing life's toughest challenges, maybe it's time to stop doing more and start thinking differently. Story 2. Giving smart is the shortcut to success. Want to know a mindset that can change your life in just 1 year? It's so powerful, you'll find it hard to stay broke. People work hard for decades, but a single shift in how you think about relationships can outperform all of that. Let me give you an example. There was a small supermarket near my apartment. I used to shop there often. One day, I spent over $80 and asked the owner, could I get a free lighter with that? He replied, no, we're a small business. Every item has its cost. I never went back, but then there's my driving instructor. Every time I showed up for class, I brought him a small box of fruit. He was strict with everyone, except me. He gave me extra lessons, more time behind the wheel. No complaints, no stress, my little brother. He worked as a kitchen assistant during his college break. Within months, he learned what took others a year. Why? Because every time the chefs needed wine, he had already stocked it for them. He earned their trust, and they showed him everything. Even the security guard in my apartment complex, I'd occasionally hand him a soda. My wife once asked, why bother? We're already paying service fees. I just smiled. But guess who always had a perfect parking spot waiting, no matter how late I got home? My older brother, though smart, struggled with his career. Told him, next time you're invited to your boss's house, bring a rare bottle of wine. He did. A few months later, the boss gave him a project worth $12,000. After finishing it, my brother gifted back $6,000 as a thank you. From that point on, the boss handed him bigger and better jobs. Within 2 years, he had made over $120,000, and eventually married the boss's daughter. You see, it's not always about where you start. It's about knowing how to shift the game in your favor. It's not manipulation, it's emotional intelligence. You don't have to be sneaky, you just have to be thoughtful, strategic, and most people never learn that. Story 3. How powerful can a well-spoken person be? Let me show you how powerful words can be. One day on a crowded bus, an old man climbed aboard, clearly tired. A young man stood up and offered his seat. Sir, please take mine, he said politely. The old man didn't thank him. He just sat down, looked over, and asked, "How old are you?" 30, the young man replied. The old man smirked, 30. And you're still riding the bus? My son had his own car by 25. The bus went silent. Everyone was waiting for the young man's reaction, maybe some anger or embarrassment, but the young man smiled and said calmly, "Oh, I could buy a car. But I let my father use it. He's older now and shouldn't have to push through a crowded bus. I'd rather stand here than let him go through that, wouldn't you agree?" The old man went red in the face. He had nothing to say. The crowd looked on in admiration, impressed not just by the words, but by the poise. That's the power of knowing what to say. One sentence turned judgment into respect. Being a smooth talker isn't about manipulation, it's about empathy, grace under pressure, and knowing how to turn tension into connection. That's the kind of communication that opens doors, wins hearts, and builds unshakable confidence.